Okay, so today we'll be starting with a new video, the part B of the exercise 8A series of videos. In this video, I'll be doing exercise 8A, and in exercise 8A, I'll be doing question number 4, then I'll be doing question number 6, and then finally I'll be doing question number 7, all these subparts. Okay, so without any further delay, let's move on to our question number 4. Okay. Now, all the problems that I'll be doing in this video, I have referred them from class 9 Selena publication, chapter 7, which is logarithms. And it is a subject maths, of course, and it is written by Mr. R.K. Bansal. So you could refer all these problems from that book. Okay, so I'll go to with yellow. So without any further delay, let's start. Now we're here in the question number 4, it has mentioned that find the log of 100 to the base 10. Now, first of all, I can write this as log of 100 to the base 10. To the base 10. So whatever number is mentioned after this phrase to the base, that is the subscript. You have to write that number in the subscript to the base 10. So over here, I can write 10 in the subscript. So log of 100 to the base 10 is equal to x. I will assume it as x. The log of 100 to the base 10, I will assume as x. Now, this is mentioned in the logarithm form. So I'll write this in the exponential form. So in the exponential form, I can write this as 10 raised to the power x is equal to 100. Now, 10 raised to the power what power is equal to 100? 10 raised to the power 2, 3, 4. So over here, x will be equal to 2. Why? Because 10 raised to the power 2 can be written as 10 into 10. This is our right multiplication. Will be equal to 100. Precisely that is mentioned over here. So that is why x will be equal to 2. Okay. So moving on forward with our second subpart, 0.1 to the base 10. Okay, so first I'll write this in the logarithm form. Log of 0.1 to the base. Now, as I've said before, as I mentioned before, that after the whatever number is mentioned after the phrase to the base can be written in the subscript form. That is 10. So log of 0.1 to the base 10, which is in subscript, is equal to x. Again, I'll assume it as x. And each of these problems mentioned in the question number 4, I'll be assuming the log as x. So now it is mentioned in the log form. Now again, I'll be in the second step, I'll be solving this in the exponential power in exponential form. So in exponential form, I can write this as 10 raised to the power x is equal to 0.1. Now, what power of 10 is equal to 0.1? X will be equal to minus 1. Why? Because 10 raised to the power minus 1 is equal to 0.1. How? 10 raised to the power minus 1, I can write that as 1 upon 10. And according to decimals, 1 upon 10 can be written as 0.1. Exactly what is mentioned here. So that is why x is equal to minus 1. I hope you understood that. Moving on to the next subpart, the third subpart of question number 4. So over here, 0.001 to the base 10. Now, as I've said before, whatever number is mentioned after the phrase to the base, that is written in the subscript. So first I'll write this in the logarithmic form. Log of 0.001 to the base 10. I'll write this in subscript form is equal to x. As I mentioned before, all the problems, all the logs of. So what you have to do in question number 4, I'll be assuming all the logs of each of these subparts as x. So please keep that in mind. So now, again, this is in logarithmic form. So I can write this as in exponential form, 10 raised to the power x is equal to 0.001. Now again, what power of 10 gives you 0.001? Now that power would be 3. So 10 raised to the power 3 will be equal to 0.001. I can write this as x is equal to 3. Minus 3. Therefore, x is equal to minus 3. Why? Because 10 raised to the power minus 3 can be written as 1 upon 10 raised to the power 3, which can further be written as 1 upon 1000, because 10 raised to the power 3 is 1000. And according to the decimals, 1 upon 1000 can be written as 0.001. Precisely what's mentioned here. So that is why x is equal to minus 3. Moving on to the fourth subpart, 32 to the base 4. Now again, after the phrase, the number is 4. So I'll write that in the subscript form. So over here, I'll write this in the logarithmic form. Log of 32 to the base 4. I'll write this in subscript, is equal to x. All the logs mentioned, all the logs, as I've said before, if you have to find the logs, so I'll assume that is x in all of these subparts. So now it is mentioned in logarithmic form. So what I'll do is in the exponential form, I can write this as 4 raised to the power x is equal to 32. Therefore, x will be equal to what power of x gives you 4. So that power will be, now over here, there is a slight change. I cannot solve these in 3 steps. I can solve them in 5 or 6 steps or even more. So I'll just rub the final statement. Okay. So once you have rubbed the final statement, I could write 4 as 2 raised to the power 2. So therefore 2 raised to the power 2 brackets, outside the bracket there is also an exponential power that is x is equal to 32. Now 32 in terms of 2, I can write that as 2 raised to the power, I can write that as 2 raised to the power 5. So 2 raised to the power 5 will be equal to 32. 2 raised to the power 2 will be equal to 4. So therefore, according to the laws of exponents, a raised to the power m whole bracket, outside there is the exponent n. So I can write that as a raised to the power m into n, which will be equal to a raised to the power mn. So I'll be using the same precisely same method in this equation here. So I could write the 2 raised to the power 2, outside there is one more exponent. I could write that as 2 raised to the power 2x is equal to 2 raised to the power 5. Now again, the bases are same in the LHS and the RHS. If the bases are same, so also according to some law of exponent, I do not recall which law, but according to some law in the exponent, if the bases are equal on both LHS and RHS, so we could write this as 2x is equal to 5. So therefore, x will be equal to 5 upon 2. You got that? If you haven't gotten that, you could rewind the video a bit, see all the process, how I solve the fourth subpart again, and then you'll be able to understand. Okay, moving on to the fifth subpart, 0.125 to the base 2. So in the logarithmic form, I can write this as log of 0.125. So after the phrase to the base, there is 2. So I can write that in subscript form is equal to x. So all the logs, I'll assume it as x. Now in the exponential form, I can write this as 2 raised to the power x is equal to 0.125. Now again, this question cannot be solved in 3-4 steps. This will be solved in 5-6 steps or even more. So now over here, 2 raised to the power x, we leave it as it is. Now over here, 0.125 can be written as 1 to 5 upon 1000. Now 1 to 5 upon 1000, according to the 1000, this is 1000, not 100. So 1 to 5 upon 8, 1 to 5 upon 1000 can be written as 125, 125. 8 into 125 will be equal to 1000. So therefore, 2x will be equal to 1 upon 8. Therefore, I could write 1 upon 8 as 2 raised to the power x is equal to 2 raised to the power minus 3. Because 1 upon 8 can be written as 1 upon 2 raised to the power 3, and 1 upon 2 raised to the power 3 can be written as 2 raised to the power minus 3. So as I've said before in the fourth question, according to some law of exponent, I can write if on both of the LHS and RHS, the bases are same. So I could write this as x is equal to minus 3. So this is our final answer. X is equal to minus 3. Okay. Moving on to the next subpart, the sixth subpart. Now in the sixth subpart, to the base 4. So over here to the base of the phrase and the number mentioned ahead of it is 4. So I'll write that in subscript form. Log of 1 upon 16 to the base 4 is equal to x. So therefore, 4 raised to the power x is equal to 1 upon 16. Now again, the question cannot be solved in 2 or 3 steps. It will take many steps. Now 4 raised to the power x, I can write that as 2 raised to the power 2x is equal to 1 upon 16, which can be written as 2 raised to the power 4. Now 1 upon 2 raised to the power 4 can be written as 2 raised to the power minus 4. So this equation will be rephrased as 2 raised to the power 2x is equal to 2 raised to the power minus 4. Now in the both of the sides, the bases are same. So therefore I can write it as 2x is equal to minus 4. Therefore, x is equal to minus 2. Why? Because minus 4, 2 will go to the RHS and be divided by minus 4. And minus 4 divided by 2 will be equal to minus 2. So thereby, this is the answer to the sixth subpart. Moving on to the next subpart, the seventh subpart, 27 to the base 9. So in the logarithmic manner, I can write that as, in the log form, to be precise. In the log form, I could write that as log of 27 to the base 9 can be written as x. Therefore, this looks a bit like a. So I'll just rub this. Log of 27 to the base 9 is equal to x. So therefore, I could write that as 9 raised to the power x is equal to 27. Now over here, as I've said before repeatedly, that in these types of questions, in these types of subpart, I can solve this in not in 3 or 4 steps, but in 5 or 6 steps or more, even more. So I could write this as 3 raised to the power 2, because 3 raised to the power 2 can be calculated as 3 into 3, which is 9. So therefore, 3 raised to the power 3, 2, sorry, this is 2, whole, and there's an exponent waiting outside, which is x is equal to 27, which can be written in the form of 3 raised to the power some power, which gives us 27. So that power will be 3, because 3 into 3 is 9. 9 into 3 is 27. So I could write this as 3 raised to the power 3. Now, therefore, as I've said before, this can be written as 3 raised to the power 2 into x, which is equal to 3 raised to the power 2x is equal to 3 raised to the power 3. Now, again, over here, in both of the sides, LHS and RHS, base is same. So I could write it as 2x is equal to 3. Therefore, x will be equal to 3 by 2. So this is the final answer to the 7th question of question number 4, exercise 8A. Moving on to the next subpart, the 8th, the final subpart. So over here, 1 upon 81 to the base 27. Now over here, after the phrase, there is a number which is 27. So I'll be writing that in this subscript. Now over here, in the log form, I can write this as log of 1 upon 81 to the base 27 is equal to x. So in the exponential form, I could write this as 27 to the base raised to the power x is equal to 1 upon 81. Now, please note that this is not 1. So if you need so I could write this as 1 upon 81. Now, 27 raised to the power x can be written as 3 raised to the power 3 into x, which will be 3 raised to the power 3x is equal to 1 upon 81, which can be written as 3 into 3 into 3 into 3, that is 3 raised to the power 4. 3 raised to the power 4, 1 upon 3 raised to the power 4 can be written as 3 raised to the power minus 4. So I can rephrase this equation as 3 raised to the power 3x is equal to 3 raised to the power minus 4. Again, if the bases are same on both of the sides, I could write this as, therefore, 3x is equal to minus 4. 3x will be equal to 3 into x, which will be, so over here, 3x can be calculated as 3 into x, and therefore the 3 on the LHS will go to the RHS, be divided by 4. It is not divisible, so I'll leave it as it is. So therefore, x will be equal to minus 4 by 3. I hope you understood that logic. Moving on to the 6th question. Now in the 6th question, there are around 6 subparts, so I'll be solving all of them. Now over here, I'll just change the color. So I'll go with blue. Okay. Now over here, find x if log of x is log of x to the base 3, which is written in the subscript form, is equal to 0. Now I could write this as in simple exponential form. First of all, write in an exponential form. So say, for example, if any log form is given to you, in this problem, log of x is to the base 3 is equal to 0. This is the log form. You have to convert this in exponential form. By converting this into exponential form, I could write this as 3 raised to the power 0 is equal to x. Now, you might be remembering that in my earlier video, I had said that whatever power, whatever constant has a power raised to the power 0 is always equal to 1, except 0 raised to the power 0, because according to mathematics, that is referred to as not defined. So over here, 3 raised to the power 0 is equal to x. So therefore, x will be equal to 1. Moving on to the next subpart. Second subpart of question number 6. Again, over here in the first subpart, what was there is log of x to the base 3 is equal to 0. Now over here, we have to find log of 2 to the base x. In the first question, the to the base was already given, that is 3. And the second subpart, to the base is not given. To the base is equal to x. We have to find x. So log of 2 to the base x is equal to -1. So in exponential form, again, I could rearrange this as x raised to the power -1 is equal to 2. Now what you have to do is you have to find such a constant that the power of that constant is -1, which will be equal to 2. So therefore, that x will be equal to 1 upon 2. Why? Because 1 upon 2 raised whole minus 1 raised to the power whole minus 1 can be written as 2 raised to the power 1 or simply 2. So therefore, that is the precisely same answer in the first step. So therefore, x is equal to 1 upon 2. I have mentioned the reason over here. Now, without any further ado, let's move on to the third question. That is log of 243 to the 9 is equal to x. Now over here, we have to find the power that is x. So therefore, I can rearrange in the exponential form as 9 raised to the power x is equal to 243. Now I could write 9 as 3 raised to the power 2. 3 into 3 is 9. So therefore, I could write it as 3 raised to the power 2. Now 3 raised to the power 2 into x will be equal to 3 raised to the power 2x is equal to 243, which can be written as 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. That is 3 raised to the power 5. Now, as I've said repeatedly and repeatedly that if bases are same on both of the sides, that is LHS and RHS, 2x will be equal to 5. The powers will be equal to each other. So 2x will be equal to 5. And I can write this as x is equal to 5 upon 2. Because the 2 that is present in the LHS moves to the RHS and gets divided by 5. Now these fractions are not divisible, so I'll leave it as it is. Leave it as it is. Don't try to do any R&D, research and development on it. And move on to the next question, which is the fourth subpart, pardon. Now over here, we have been given a strange question. Now it is in the log form, don't worry. But over here, they have given log of x minus 7 to the base 5 is equal to 1. Now don't be scared, don't be panicked. You have to use the exact same method which I've been solving in the previous videos. So that method, we have to convert this in exponential form. So take your usual way. So I could write this as 5 raised to the power minus 1 raised to the power 1 is equal to x minus 7. Same method. Now 5 raised to the power 1 can be written as 5 simply because 5 into 1 is 5. So over here, 5 raised to the power 1 can be written as 5 is equal to x minus 7. So therefore, in the RHS, minus 7 will go to the LHS and become plus 7. So therefore, 5 plus 7 can be written as 12. So therefore, 12 will be equal to x. So that brings us to the end of this fourth subpart. Okay. Moving on to the next subpart, fifth subpart. Log of 32 to the base 4 is equal to x minus 4. The usual method, even if the log questions gives you enormous or monsters of numbers, all you have to do is you have to use the same method which I've been solving all the subparts in my previous videos, and you'll be good to go. So using those methods, I could write this as 4 raised to the power x minus 4 is equal to 32. Write this in exponential form. Then I could write this as, I could write 4 as 2 raised to the power 2. So therefore, 2 raised to the power 2, outside the bracket, there is x minus 4 is equal to 32, which can be written as 2 raised to the power 5. Now over here, 2 raised to the power 2 into x minus 4. Now this is not 2 into x minus 4. This is 2 into whole of x minus 4. That is 2 will be multiplied to each of these numbers, which will be equal to 2x minus 4 to the 8. So 2 into x minus 4 whole, 2 into whole x minus 4, I can pronunciate it as that, will be equal to 2x minus 8. So therefore, I can write this as 2 raised to the power 2x minus 8 is equal to 2 raised to the power 5. Now, as I've said before, if the bases are same on the LHS and the RHS, according to some exponential law, don't worry about that law, I could write this as 2x minus 8. The powers will be same. 2x minus 8 will be equal to 5. So therefore, 2x will be equal to 5 plus 8. Now 5 plus 8 will be equal to 13. So therefore, x will be equal to 13 by 2. Moving on to the next subpart, the sixth subpart. Now this is the last subpart of the question number 6. So over here, what I'll be doing is log of 7, log of 2x square minus 1 to the base 7 is equal to 2. Same method. Whatever monster, whatever big monster it is, just remember that use the same method I've been doing and you'll be good to go. So 7 raised to the power 2 is equal to, this is the log form. So you have to arrange this in exponential form. In the exponential form, I could write this as 7 raised to the power 2 is equal to 2x square minus 1. It's as simple as that. Just write this and then you'll start, the things will start to unravel. So 7 raised to the power 2, I can write that as 7 into 7, which is 49. So 49 is equal to 2x square minus 1. I'll go through it step by step. Now over here, minus 1. So what I'll do is minus 1 will go to the LHS and become plus 1. So 49 plus 1 will be equal to 50. And the 2 that is present in the RHS will go to the LHS, be divided by 50 and become 25 is equal to x square. So therefore, the square that is present in the RHS will move to the LHS and become root of 25. And root of 25 is equal to 5 is equal, which is equal to x. Okay. Moving on to the next question. Now again, here they have given you these logs, and over here what they have said is that evaluate. So question number 7 states that evaluate. Now here it is given log of 0.01 to the base 10 is equal to what? This will be equal to what? This will be equal to question mark. This will be equal to question mark. And this, the last part, will be equal to question mark. Now I'll assume those question marks to be x. So I'll change the color to green. Now again, this is the same as question number 4. You have to find the logarithm, only the question is same. Only the question is different. In the question number 4, it mentioned find the logarithm of. In the question number 7, they are giving as find the evaluate. So evaluate means that you have to find the logarithm of these 4 subparts. So question mark, I'll assume it as x. All these subparts, I'll assume the logarithm to be x. So I could write it as in exponential form 10 raised to the power x is equal to 0.1. 0.01. Same method, same method. Use the same method. So 10 raised to the power x is equal to 0.01. Now what power of the 10 is equal to 0.01? Now that power will be 2. So therefore x will be equal to 2. Why? Because 10 raised to the power minus 2, it's minus 2. So because 10 raised to the power minus 2 can be written as 1 upon 10 raised to the power 2. 10 raised to the power 2 can be written as 1 upon 100. So therefore 1 upon 100 can be written as 0.01. So that's why the x will be equal to minus 2. Moving on to the next subpart. Log of 1 upon a to the base 2 is equal to x. So therefore I'll write this in exponential form as 2 raised to the power x is equal to 1 upon 8. Now 1 upon 8, I'll be skipping some steps. Don't worry about that. So over here, I could write 8 as 2 raised to the power 3. 2 into 2 into 2, which is 8. So I could write that as 2 raised to the power 3. Now 1 upon 2 raised to the power 3 can be written as 2 raised to the power minus 3. So therefore, I can write this as 2 raised to the power x is equal to 2 raised to the power minus 3. Now over here in the LHS and the RHS, the base is same. So exponents are equal. So I could write this as x is equal to minus 3. So this will be our final answer for the second subpart of question number 7. Moving on to the next subpart, the second last subpart of this video, finally. So over here, what log of 1 is equal, log of 1 to the base 5 is equal to x. So all you have to do is you have to arrange the logarithmic form in the exponential form and you'll be good to go. So 5 raised to the power x is equal to 1. As I've said before, repeatedly, annoyingly, whatever adjectives you want to use. So over here, what I'll do is 5 raised to the power x is equal to 1. As I've said before, that any constant that has the power as 0 will be equal to 1, except 0 raised to the power 0, which is not defined. So therefore, x will be equal to 0. Moving on to the last subpart, which is log of 125 to the base 5 is equal to x. Same method. We'll use the same method which we have solved the previous subparts in previous videos. So I could write this as 5 raised to the power x is equal to 125. Now we need to find a power such that 5 of that power will be equal to 125. Now 125 can be written as 5 into 5 into 5. How many times is 5 being repeated? 3 times. So I could write that as 5 raised to the power 3 is equal to 125. Therefore, I could write it as x is equal to 3, which brings us to the end of this lecture. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay home, stay safe. And one more note to you viewers that at the end of this video, you'll be receiving a video, Logarithm Made Easy by my channel partner is equal to classes Navneet. There you'll find all the detailed explanation of logarithms. If you need to understand logarithms or if you are in need of advice of logarithms, you'll find everything, literally every law, everything, every fact in that video. So with that, I'll stop this video. Take care. Bye.